Miq të Pasqyrës Shqiptare të ngjatjeta. Në pjesën e parë të episodit të sotëm do të sjellim dy artistë të rinj të ekranit. Janë Xhoana Lama dhe Murat Lama. Janë motër e vëlla, por edhe partner në biznesin e tyre krijues, i cili është prodhimi i dokumentarëve, videove promocionale dhe filmave të shkurtër. Xhoana dhe Murati janë lindur në Shqipëri, por kanë përjetuar dy emigrime, në fillim në Itali, në moshë fare të vogël, dhe më vonë në Angli. Janë shembull këmbguljeje për të gjetur veten profesionalisht, por edhe një shembull përshtatjeje, një tipar që me sa duket i karakterizon shqiptarët anë mban, përfshirë edhe ata të Kanadas. Mirdita, Xhoana dhe Murat, mirë se erdhët në emision.
Mirdita, faleminderit për ftesën.
Faleminderit për ftesën, Mirdita.
Ishte kënaqësi takimi ynë i rastësishëm në plazhin e Durrësit para disa ditësh. E di që të dy jeni rritur dhe shkolluar në Itali në fillim dhe pastaj në Angli, dhe italishten dhe anglishtën i keni gjuhët kryesore, por shkurtimisht mund të prezantoheni për teleshikuesit e Pasqyrës Shqiptare në Shqip. Pra, cila është origjina juaj, për çfarë keni studiuar, edhe çfarë interesash keni në jetë?
Po, absolutisht. Unë jam Xhoana Lama, unë jam regjizore dhe produktore filmash. Unë dhe Murati vëlla jemi lindur në Kavaj, edhe jemi rritur në Itali. Kemi nga Shqipëria, kam qenë 6 vjeç, vëllai 3 vjeç. Edhe kemi jetuar për 22 vjet në Itali. Dhe pastaj lëvizëm në Londër, por studimet e tona e fillum në Milano. 7 vjetë unë jam morë me studime kinematografike, edhe me studimet e Milanos fitova dhe i bursë me shku në Sud Amerikë, pra për kinematografi, dhe pas kësajt, kur u ktheva në Itali, marrova studimet, mora 2 diploma, shkova me gjithë vllajën në Londër, dhe për të hecë më shumë përpara dhe me vazhduar atë që fillum për studimet, me vazhdu me kinematografin. Kjo shkurtimisht është pak a shumë atë që bëj unë, dhe tash e lejke Murati.
Po, unë jam Murat Lama, jam vllai i Xhoanës. Pak a shumë po e njëjta histori jetë, se kur ishim vegjël prindërit tonë lëvizën nga Shqipënia, por në rritën në Itali, atje kom vazhdu shkollën Milano, por komunikacion, media e në publicitet, advertising, e në kinematografi. Po gjoja ndryshe që kom bo është fotomodeliste por modeliste, e në kom bo i kurs 2 vjeqarë, sepse por herë kom pas qef, jo vetëm si produktor ose regjizor, por kom pas por herë qef e në taktoj. Por këte që kom bojë një kurs 2 vjeqarë, kur përmarrosha shkollën në Julme, universitetin, bosha në këte kursin për model. Kështu që në me kena 3 vjetë gjysë në Londër, jam të marru shkollën në me për produktor, jam të bojë master që quhet Creative Media Entrepreneurship, që është për produksion filmës e në videos.
Më pëlqen shumë akcenti kavajës, më kënaq. Okay, let's switch in English now. I found very interesting that you are working closely as a brother and sister. In my business experience, I never came across something like this. How is that working for you?
Everyone is asking the same thing to us, because nobody can believe that. I mean, for us, it's normal now. For us, it's like everyone has to work in this way, because now we became like friends, best friends. But actually, to be honest with you, when we opened our production in London, this became our selling proposition, because everyone say, okay, guys, why you're special? We say, no, we are not special. We are just brother and sister. We're always working together. Nothing special with it. And people say to us, of course it is. Definitely it is. There is nobody doing it this way. It's like you guys give us a lot of trust. It's like you're real and authentic, so you have to use this.
Yeah, this normality became actually our unique sell proposition. I mean, because the fact that we are brother and sister and we are doing those kind of job always together, it could be something original and authentic. So I really used this part as our unique sell proposition to be more comfortable even for other young people that loves art and have the passion for cinema.
Tell me a little bit of your previous projects that you have done together.
Oh,
Yes.
every project we've done together, actually, even when we were to Milan, because I mean, I'm older than him in 2 years, but actually he involved me all the time. I involved him all the time in my projects, and he involved
That's
me
true.
in his projects. So we start from the very beginning, from the university, to produce short films with our own budget, and we've done we've done 3-4 short films. And then a medium-length film, a couple of documentaries, and then we've done a lot of promotion, with fashion promotion actually, because he liked modeling.
When I was acting, she was doing the director in those projects. I was acting in some of the project, and some of the project I was helping with the pre-production and the production as well.
But I mean, this is what we've done, like. For ourselves mainly, like the creative part, because you know when you have to ask for budget, you do this kind of project is very difficult, as you know, for funding. So as young people, so we put a lot of strength and a lot of help from our friends, or people that done the same thing. But meanwhile, we were in Milan. Actually, we started working for Rai Television. We even were working for the Venice Film Festival. So from there, we kind of start to grow.
To grow, yeah.
And after that, we are thinking, okay, now we're here. I was 25, he was 23. So, okay, we came here at this age, so it means that we can do more. So why we don't try to do more? I mean, we are in Milan, we've done all this project, we are working here. It means that God or universe, whatever, it gives us the strength to do more. So we can even inspire other people like us. So let's do something more. So that's why we moved to London. And actually we thought life would be easy to London, because we were used to Milan, you know, it's been our language, it was our culture in this way. It was like, okay, let's go to London.
It wasn't easy at all.
You went there with no English, right?
With no English, yeah, just
very basic, very basic English. And then, I mean, but you don't have any network in a new country, you don't know people, you don't know what to do, you don't know the place, so it's very difficult. We had this experience already when we were kids, when we moved from Albania to Italy, but at the time our parents to struggle with the situation.
Exactly.
So this time you were on your own.
Yeah, we were on our own, and we said, okay, that will be easy. It wasn't easy at all, and then we start, okay, accepting the fact that we were there. There is no way back, because then we didn't want to fail. Say, okay, we are here, we have to make it now, and then we made it actually.
That's why our strong connection as well as brother and sister, even because we always live together. We always experienced together. We always done our project together. Even after Milan, we moved in London together. So that's why we are really connected, even like friends and like colleagues. I can tell. Yeah.
What is your biggest challenge that you are facing as new or young filmmakers? Funding or more than that?
First thing to do this kind of project, yeah, funding is the main thing. But not only, it's a kind of way. What's going on now is like we have degrees in cinematography and all this kind of stuff, and there's a lot of other people they don't, but they are creative people too. So we kind of are in this situation that there are creative people without degrees and stuff, and there are creative people with degrees and this kind of thing, but there's someone that has no degrees and nothing, can make a cheap job, a very good job too, but it's going to be cheap. But then of course that if you have a production as we have now, you have degrees and stuff, you have to put another price. So you go in a kind of way in this unbalanced situation, because technology, as you know now, gave, for example, the cameras there, we can buy cameras with less cost, or the lightning and all this kind of stuff. So before it was a little bit different. Now everyone, especially in London, that is kind of more advanced in this technology, people do everything. And then all the time they see us that we are young and say, okay, but everyone can do this in another cheap way or this. So at the beginning we have this kind of problematic. But when we start, then with our originality and authenticity as brother and sister, we start giving trust to them. It's not just like, oh, me as an individual, he's an individual, and they don't really understand what's going on. But together, it's like as we present ourselves now, it's completely changed the situation, actually.
Okay, guys, let me jump to another topic. How would you describe your generation today? Do they have clear goals in their lives?
For me, today, the new generation is a bit struggling. I mean, not because there is no opportunity, but because with the digital era, the things starting to be kind of confusing for a lot of young people. Because even when you are talking for media, social media, cinematography, there are a kind of different fields that sometimes are really, really struggling. There are 2 million broadcasters out there, so you really have to be unique. You really have to be authentic in what you're doing and find the right way on doing it, because it's not that easier today. As my sister said, even the challenge for the equipment, for example, today anybody that knows a bit how to use a camera or a phone can, any phone today has got 4K, so can shoot outside and probably be even a nice and creative video. Not everybody today is asking for professionalism. That's what is my idea, that's what I see, that's what I think.
Is there anything that sets you apart as Albanians from your Italian or British peers?
Actually, being Albanian from the beginning when we were kids, when you go in another country, I think people that emigrate, everybody has this feeling, you go in a new country, you feel like, oh, probably don't like me, they don't respect me. So it takes time for you to get again this self-confidence. And once we move in London again, we have to rebuild that again, because we start from the very beginning. But the fact is that once I was in London, I really understood that actually being Albanian was at the point of strength, because we were used to have this experience of moving all the time, moving forward, no matter what. So actually being Albanian was
helping us to take a risk. I mean,
we had no fear anymore, because we moved from everywhere. So we were struggling when we were kids, and we struggling again and again, but at the time we made it. So I was like, okay, that's why, because we're coming from Albania, we have no fear of anything anymore. So we try to take the risk. Okay, we try this. Even other people sometimes say, oh, this is not going to happen, it's impossible. I mean, but if you don't try, why have to have the fear of failure? I mean, failure is just experience. Exactly, we're going to fail, doesn't matter. We are learning. So when we start thinking about this, things are changing. And this is the case because we are Albanian. And all Albanians, I think, in a kind of way, had this experience.
Mm-hmm.
How have you experienced personally and professionally the restrictions imposed in United Kingdom because of the declaration of the pandemics?
Yeah, actually the pandemic was a bad situation for us, because we start our production just after the first lockdown, and then we was hoping that it's not going to happen again, a second one, but actually it was the second lockdown, and it was a bit struggling for us, because even going out and shooting video, there was not the possibility. So we start to thinking about a different way to have to do revenue for our selfies, and one way we thought it was the best way to work from home, from the computer, starting to doing website and social media jobs, just to challenge this pandemic period, because it was actually affecting our production.
Xhoana, today we have decided to broadcast your short film with the title in Italian La chiave del violin. How did this project came to life?
I'm really in love with this project. This project came out, I think, 7 years ago. Yeah. This happened when I was in South America, Santiago de Chile. as I said, when I won a scholarship, I went there for 7 months. And actually, I produced there 2 short films and 1 medium-length film. But this was the one that it takes my heart, because the last day I was in Santiago, I met an old man, nearly 90. And he said to me, oh, where are you going? I said, I'm going back to Italy, I live in Milan. And he said to me, oh, you know, it's 50 years I don't see my best friends. I don't know if he is still alive. I'm gonna write a letter for him. Please, can you give it to him? I was like, oh, come on, what do I have to do now? But I said yes to him. Of course, I said yes. And I came back to Milan. I said, okay, what do I have to do with this letter? Probably this person is not alive. I don't know what to do. Where I can find this person in Milan? This is craziness. And
you just had the name.
Yeah, I had the name of this person because this guy gave it. This old man gave it to me. And then he said to me, oh, 50 years ago, I think he was leaving. He gave me the address, but a kind of half address because he didn't remember. And I went there to this address. I was looking around and around. I couldn't find it. And crazy circumstances, I found another old man walking in the street. I followed the man. And at the end of the day, he was a friend of this person I was looking for.
Oh.
And through him, I give him the letter. I say, please, if you know these people, give the letter. So after 2 weeks and 3 weeks or something, the family of this person I was looking for called me. And they was like, oh, how you could bring this letter here? How did this happen? I said, I don't know. Just this old man said to me, please, my only desire is to meet my friend, or at least to talk to him or have connection with him. Then I'm gonna die in peace. Please, can you do this for me? I said, like, how I could say no? So I met the family of the person I was looking for. Of course, the old man was dead at the time. It was 100 years old or something. But then I brought the letter. I went to the cemetery reading the letter to him because I wanted to do exactly what his friend told me to do. So I said, okay, I have a story like this now in hands. What I have to do with it? And I said, okay, I have to tell this story to someone. I have to say it because, you know, sometimes there are little things that makes big things. I mean, the desire of this person was to meet his friend and just to have the connection. I was the middleman in this moment, so I had to do something. And I created this project to say that sometimes people that don't know each other, you know, they can connect in a strange way, but at least can change their lives.
How did you find Albania this time around?
Honestly, better than the last. I mean, kind of people, and I'm talking about the people and the place, both of them. The people are, I think they are getting better on the mentality, and they are starting looking a bit forward, but still, as we used to live in Italy and London, is really understand for me to settle myself here still. But about the places, there are a lot of nice places. Just because it's a, how can I say, kind of a bit poor country in comparison of the European countries, that doesn't mean that there is no nice place where to go and where to spend some time with your family for holiday.
How do you connect with your peers here in Albania?
Actually, no, I don't have any friends here from the old time because, as I said, when I moved in Italy, I was just 4 years old. So the only couple of friends I had here, they are in Italy as well or in other countries as me. So I didn't connect with them anymore. The only people, we are connecting here are some of our parents and our cousin relatives. Just with them. I actually don't have any friend here.
Of course, it could be different if you have friends here. It's very different, but we don't have this part, so probably that's why even we don't approach in 100% in this place. We come here with our family all the time, but of course it's missing this part that we connect, but in the same time we don't connect. So we are in the middle in this way.
Xhoana and Murat, how can people stay in touch with your works? Do you have a website where you present your works?
Oh, yeah, sure. People can find us on our website. It's called joyvoltage.com. And after that, we have even
Facebook
online
page.
Online shop, always connected with our production. And then, of course, people can find on our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, always Joy Voltage Production. And then, yes, actually, please keep in touch with us because we are creating new projects now. We have in plans to create a feature film. So
we already started breaking down the script, still have some job to do, but that's what we are working on it now.
And then we have another project with the documentaries, so we need people to keep in touch with us because there are a lot of great projects that has to come out now.
Faleminderit shumë për kohën dhe për gjithë historitë që ndat me teleshikuesit tanë. Ju uroj shëndet dhe fat.
Shumë faleminderit për ftesën, shumë faleminderit
për ftesën.